Day 13 of rucking across the entire state of California on a quest for a treatment for my son Lucas. And today, I got a special guest. Trying to figure out what I'm doing with the rest of this ruck, so I brought in the puppet master himself.
Heard you need some strat. Little fingers of speculation.
This is Ruck for Rare.
No.
Good morning. Let's get rucking. So do we have less or more time to ruck?
We have more time to rock.
Pitter patter.
Let's get at her.
Here, let's just do it together.
Okay.
I tried to remember it from the other videos. I was like, what do they say? Pitter patter, let's skedatter. Is that what you're saying?
Not skedatter.
Scatter?
Let's get. There you go.
Oh, get at her.
All right, let's get. But today we might.
Let's get at her.
But today we might. No, yours not right. Skedatter. Not pitter patter time. It is not pitter patter time. So 191.8 plus.
212.
So that's 20 pounds. Boom, ready to roll.
Wow.
There we go. 213.6.
I can't wait to see what this math brings today.
And, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, after we grab our stuff, 239 on the dot.
26. Yeah, a little under 26.
For Patrick, how much weight does that mean he needs? 26, 22,
26, 20.
17, 16.
8 pounds?
Oh, no. I mean, we got to split up evenly.
No.
Well, I've got all the supplies we need.
Yeah.
So that's typically how we do it, so I might end up giving you more
Yeah.
throughout the run.
Make it even.
170.
3.2.
Alright, where's your bag?
We got to put the weight in.
Well, just hold it for a
See
sec.
what you got.
Yeah, I mean, we have more than 52.
Bing!
But you got to get some snacks in there.
Oh, yeah.
Snacks and.
I'm good to go.
Okay. Ah, das Gleiche.
You ready to rock?
I lost my zipper today.
Oh, no.
Day
13.
of Ruck for Air.
Now it starts.
Starting run.
Yes, let's go.
Oh! You know what we should do?
We should go rocking.
No, we should do a pattern.
Hey, pitter patter.
Let's get after.
Let's try it again.
Let's get at
Pitter patter.
Let's get at her.
Hey!
Just skedatter on forward, you know?
Patrick, want some oranges?
Thank you.
Sure.
We should sing Hakuna Matata at some
When
point.
you're rocking mile by mile, look
Not
at
now.
Patrick, will make you smile.
That's too early.
Hakuna Matata.
Oh my god.
Hakuna Matata.
Matata.
So we have daylight savings in effect, which is awesome because we've been stopping at 5:30 in the evening, which means, Patrick, you have just broke a record if you can make it to the end of the day of being the one that is rucked
The most miles.
longest in the day.
Huh?
Hopefully you'll get more miles.
Most hours.
Most hours.
I'm ready. What I love is we see the sun and we're just gonna keep going down this entire thing till the sun's right over there. We're just chasing the sun.
You see that speck?
Way in the distance.
Yeah, we're going past that speck soon.
Let's do it. I'm feeling great.
Skin or is it muscle?
Oh, one of my hairs was just caught. There we go. Yeah.
We have a razor if you want to trim your legs.
Oh,
Really
aren't
help?
you funny?
I'm being serious.
No, I'm good. Jeff's a comedian.
I'm not. Far from. Just trying to make you comfortable.
So Jeff, how many miles have you rucked so far?
We've rocked 212 plus 19. How many miles in do you think we are?
I think maybe 1.2. I don't think we're far.
I think we're
I think maybe two, maybe
think-
2.5.
so 1.2 or 2.5.
Yeah, I think that'd be the range I'd say.
I think we're probably a little under 3, so I think you're probably right. You feeling okay?
How do I, this is my first like desert pack drink.
Let's see it.
So, do you?
Can we zoom in? Is it working? Did it work?
It works.
Hey.
Here we are, Ruck for Rare. I'm with Jeff, my bestie from Beast Games, and Jeremy. I'm really excited to get the Alliance back together. You know, we wanted to come out earlier, but honestly, we just got a little tied up with our treasure hunt that we're doing, so it's just been a bit of time. But I'm really excited to help in any way I can and kind of carry a little bit of the weight. I'm not carrying much, to be honest. I'm only carrying like, I think 8 or 10 pounds, but it's really exciting to just be a part of this. A lot of people need help, and this is gonna raise awareness for those kids and those families who need it. So I'm excited to get after it. What do you mean, my surprise?
This is the surprise we have for you.
What surprise?
You ready for
What
it?
do you mean?
You ready?
Woo! Okay. All right.
Hey.
Thank you.
Patrick.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh!
Stop it.
Oh my gosh, what a day.
You know, if I get all the flowers and fanfare, no. That's a Jeff quote. Wow. Hey, buddy.
Were you? He's as picky as my 9-year-old son.
You know what? Master Chef Stiff.
I think
Master Chef Stiff. Can I have one of those breakfast burritos? They sound kind of good. Oh, actually, I'll have what he's having. That looks pretty good.
Here you go.
Oh, okay. Would you like spoons? I'm collecting them. Like Pokemon. Are we really only at 5 miles?
Maybe a little over. Whoa. Yeah, I think we're about a half a dozen miles in. That's why I said a half a dozen.
What's a dozen?
I'm not sure how Patrick isn't sweating. He's got 16 layers on right now.
Just like episode 9.
Never seen a grown man wear 2 beanies. I get it.
The fun fact is, it was really cold in the towers that night. I had 2 thermals and 2 pair of pants on. And I think I had 5 or 6 shirts on. And I was still freezing. Here we are with Preacher Man and Silver Fox. This is like what I think are their monikers from the game. I'm the puppet master. Don't love that. I gotta say, in Beast Games and outside of Beast Games, Jeff and Jeremy have been like big brothers to me. If something happens in life, I know I can call them. And it can be something great, it could be something that's not great. They're always gonna be there, they're always gonna give me their support, and they're always gonna make fun of me, just like your older brother should. So thank you guys, I appreciate you.
Cool.
You guys been doing this for 13 days.
This is life now.
I'm here for it.
I kind of feel like him. There he is.
I'm coming!
No! Go away, Jeremy! Jeff, save me!
9 miles in.
Have you ever felt more like Tom Hanks in your life?
From Castaway?
No, Forrest Gump.
Oh.
You know, where he runs across the U.S. Why'd you get to Castaway? We left Panama, remember?
We're sitting here, we're at the 12.8 mile mark. We got to get about 10 more in. I think all of our bodies are feeling it today in different ways. A lot of people always comment on my videos about you. They loved our podcast. Now that you're kind of a handful of months outside of Beast Games, is there any moment that happened that you wish aired on the games?
There's a lot of it.
Can we get?
I feel like we probably share some of the same messages here. I think when the Magenta House thing happened with JC calling us out, it doesn't show us responding at all. We all respond. I responded for like 20 minutes. You responded a bunch. Like we all talked for like an hour and a half. And I think that would have gave a lot of clarity. Like we were never coming back to him. And the way they portray it is just like I'm just silent, as if I'm like, yep, you you got me. And I'm like, that's not the case at all. But then there were some other moments, like so much camaraderie and fun in our alliance. Like, it was honestly just so fun, like going to breakfast. Remember those breakfasts?
Oh, yeah.
That, like 250 of us in the city we would do?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
Can I do an alliance quiz?
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay, phase 1.
Yeah.
Could you name 3 of the women?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's easy. Blakely, Jessica, and I think Priyanka was actually day 1 as well.
What were their numbers?
I couldn't tell you anybody's numbers.
Come on.
You're the numbers guy. I do the sleuthing, you do the numbers. Come on.
He does the social and he does the wisdom.
Yeah.
I got you. We had some. I actually, Blakely, if you're listening, I gave you a shout out. I was interviewed on WOSU 89.7 NPR, and I talked about you as a Columbus gal. 592 is what Blakely was.
Blakely is a fierce competitor.
Oh, yeah.
She did really well in a circle video, and we just randomly met. And we were all like, we all want to compete hard. We all want to play fair, and we all want to have strategy, and we just teamed up.
How did you meet Jessica?
I think they were all sitting together. I think
180.
Jessica, Blakely,
Peyton,
and somebody else though.
Kayla.
Oh, and then Lauren and Devin.
Yep.
And then Lauren and Devin were first. At first it was Justin, JP, Devin, and Ashwin. And then they brought in Lauren, kind of like they weren't in the same hotel. Then I came in. There were the 4 horsemen. Then I joined, and there was some other name I forget. And then we met Jessica, Peyton, and Blakely at a table, and we were like, "Oh, you want to compete?
Yeah,
All right,
come with us."
let's make the Avengers."
That's
and then
sweet.
we just started, phase 1, and as the game progressed, we started losing people. I realized I'm like pseudo leader. I'm like, we gotta like start adding some new blood, or we're kind of screwed. And quickly, a lot of the girls were getting out in our alliance faster for some reason, just randomly. And so we just kept adding phase 2 and phase 3 in Panama. And so, that was the last stretch. I think phase 3 was in Panama.
One of my favorite is when we found Cody in episode 0. And Cody was 460 in Beast Games on Prime, but he literally could fall asleep at any moment in between challenges. And like you just look over and it was amazing. Like the kid had a gift.
And I've known Cody for years. He kind of introduced me to some Beast stuff, and I said, I'd love to do this with you. And we applied together and we got in. And I make this Avengers Alliance, and it's not just me dictate, like it's a group, it's a democracy. But the whole time I'm like, where is my friend Cody? Because we have no phone, so I'm running around the Allegiant Stadium in Vegas, 2,000 people just trying to find him. You remember how many I did like 10 laps, and I looked at Blakely or Jessica. I was like, I can't talk. I gotta find Cody. And I hear this voice goes, "I'm right here, brother."
No way.
And I turned around and he was right behind me. And I said, "Cody!" And we just did this. We hadn't seen each other in like 2 years, so I did this big bear hug.
Oh, that's sweet.
And it was really great. And he was very happy because he got to know a lot of people through me, like meeting all of you and pulling you in. And it was just kind of amazing how it all came together.
It was a great group of people. Like the Vegas folks and then the phase 2s. I mean, obviously we were fortunate to be a part of all of them. But it was kind of neat for even someone like Gary and Gage to kind of connect, and they really were in different phases.
And I love the phase 3, like Jordan and JC and Gage. We had so much fun in Panama, laughing with them in the bunks, and like Jordan, man, what a guy. We get along so well. He's such a competitor, but he's so like sarcastic and fun.
And down to earth. Well, we might need to do another podcast if you're up for it when I get back.
Oh boy.
Well, that being said, we do have episode 9 of the Beast Files ready to release.
Ooh, is that the one
at any time with you and Patrick. Oh. So maybe if the comments get spammed with Beast Files 9, maybe we'll release it before we reach the coast.
I forgot about that. Yes.
That podcast,
I did too.
And it is one of the best. We have that with you and Gage right after the finale.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, you heard it first from Jer Bear. Beast Files Episode 9 coming soon to a theater near you. You can check it out on YouTube, starring myself and Puppet Master Patrick.
Spam the comments if you want it before The ruck is over. Okay,
Yeah.
we can hold it.
You hear that? Spam the comments. Please. Again, I know everybody wants to hear from him. Comment. And also like and subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Remember that meme where it's like, let me tell you something, let me tell you something. All right, let me tell you something. These two guys, I give them a lot of crap, but they actually are pretty funny. And it's a lot of fun hanging out. We joke, we laugh, we trip each other. Sometimes you get pantsed. You know, you have a good time. Just some brothers rucking for air and always on guard from their big brothers.
You were telling a story kind of off camera that I wanted to hear about. Because I hear you and Gage always say, both. What is that about?
Well, Jeff, glad you asked. I actually got a mouthful right now. When Gage brings the money out, remember? You were there. I wasn't.
Jimmy brings the money out? So you're talking about the final episode, he rolls out the additional $5 million.
And Jimmy's like, what do you guys think we're doing? And then Gage asked something, and at the end of it, I don't know the first couple words, but he says something like, do we get to keep both?
Talking about both stacks, both piles?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And so every time we're together, we'll be at restaurants, we'll be at a spa, we'll be at a concert. We've literally gone and done all these things in the last 4 weeks. A bunch of us from the top 10 hanging out as buddies. And everywhere we go, they'll be like, oh, did you want another one? And I go, can we get both? And we look at each other and say it, and everyone's like, what the heck are they doing?
I need, Harry, you got to find that clip and definitely put it in. Is it in the show or just the BTS with John?
There's a million videos of me and Gage doing it in the last month, but in the show, it's just Gage going, Jimmy, do we get to keep both?
Yeah, I want to see that.
It's so good.
So you watched episode 10 with all of us, and you didn't experience it. So it was the first episode that you saw without experiencing it. Obviously, aside from like the finale, the final challenge, like what was there anything about it that was like really surprising or exciting that you really, really enjoyed?
Yes. I mean, you know me. I live to compete. I live for these challenges. I constantly theorize and strategize what I think will happen. And having Yessie to my left and you like behind me watching that was just incredible. Here's what I thought was really interesting about episode 10 and the final challenges of Beast Game Season 1. When we all exited the game, you voted your top 6 of who you wanted to win. They pulled you out, you were eliminated. There's a whiteboard and you put little baseball pictures of the players you liked in order 1 to 6, who you wanted to win the most.
And so that was the question, who do you want to win the most?
Exactly. And then they flip it and we don't know because we're eliminated, right? And then they flip it, so genius, in the game, and it's who got voted the least.
Do you recall your order? And you don't need to, I'm not gonna put you on the spot, but
I mean, there was only 6 people left, right? So it definitely was you, Tawana, or Gage. I don't remember who was first because Gage was an Alliance member. I'm pretty sure Gage was 4T, but I respected T so much as a competitor. So it might have been T, but I think it was you. I think it was the order of everybody that got out. You were number 1, T was number 2, Gage was number 3. No, because I don't think Yessie was number 4 because Emma and me were closer at the time. So I think Emma was 4, Yessie would have been 5, and Courtney definitely would have been 6 because we were the least close. So pretty close.
And when they asked you, did you just have to write it down or did you actually show faces?
They have like little baseball stat, like high school picture cards, and you just put the cards on the board. They take a picture with the whiteboard of your picks, and that's it.
And they take a picture of you in front of it.
They take a picture of you in front of your top 6 picks.
Yeah, it's kind of like a proof of life, kind of.
I always wondered, if it was me, you and Tawana, would it have been me or T's name? Because we know it's not going to be you. And I honestly, like, I play this game because that's a really interesting thing to know. How did you stack up against your competition? For us, we talked about going to the end with T a lot, and it was important to play with people who wanted to play the game hard. I'd love to know as a competitor where I stacked up against my fellow, like, in my opinion, top 2 competitors, you and T. We'll never know.
And no, so where do you think? If it was us 3, who do you think was 1, 2, and 3?
I think I would have a similar experience to Gage, where you and me are standing on those pillars thinking, I'm cooked, it's me, and we'd be shocked that it was T's name still.
I didn't feel it was going to be me.
Oh, of course not. No, I'm saying we would have, like Gage, I would have been standing there with you going, well, I'm probably cooked, it might be me.
Oh.
And then seeing T was just shocking, and I think it would also still be T.
But
now that I know everything after.
But I also think that a lot of people liked you. Like, you could have been numero uno.
No way. I think it'd be 2, but I was a threat, I was a leader of the Avengers Alliance, I was a strategist.
And that's the thing that why, like, at the time I was like shocked. Wow, like Tawana. But then I realized, like, a lot of people viewed her like, oh, she's too tough. Like,
yeah.
If, like, you know, so, like, I think I figured everybody viewed Tawana the way that you and I viewed her, which was like, oh my gosh, creme de la creme, best competitor, deserves it.
Yeah, shout out T, man. T was one of my biggest, you know what? I have a gripe.
Okay.
I have one. One of my biggest problems with the edit of Beast Games is there's this scene with you and I talking at a chessboard, and I say, oh, T, I love her, but I don't want to go against her in the end. That's not true. I was just joking around. I'd love to go against her in the end. And you always said you wanted to, and I always felt that way and said it. And so when that made the clip, I was like, no, I love T. Like, I'd love to go against her in the end because she is such a, when you think of like who the best competitors are in the show, I mean, she's there. She's right there.
Executive producer's note, you can cut that last part. We need to let everybody think that he was scared to go against her at the end.
I was not afraid to go against her.
This is executive producer talking.
This is talent talking. But no, I was shocked to see T's name with you engage in that final second to last challenge, and I just thought it was incredible. Incredible move by Beast to switch it.
Yeah.
Intersection currently, we have a barbed wire fence right behind you that if we can jump it, we have about 100 yards that we've got to go over with this bypass because we've got I-58, I-14. We don't want to be walking on there any more than we have to, but if we jump here, we can literally just go across the overpass, scurry down. Probably be fine. I mean, literally, there's someone across the street now walking. They're fine.
Lower. Yep.
Who would you like to come on the Ruck from the Beast team, the boys? Who would you want to join you? If you could have anybody.
I mean, so I have to consider who can do it.
No. Just desire. not
Desire.
like logistics.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, like who would you want if you could only pick one?
I
I know who I'd pick.
know who I'd pick too.
Should we say it at the same time?
1,
2, 3, Carl.
I mean,
I love it. He's just so cool with that. Like, he was so personable.
we'd have a lot of conversations, a lot of laughs.
A lot of laughs.
And Carl, if you can't carry all the weight, I'd carry for you.
And we could literally carry him.
Yeah, we'll carry Carl. I'll put
Jeremy.
him in the sack.
That's not Boneyard. That is not an airplane. That is a parking station for old airplanes. Boneyard is an actual airplane graveyard where he's like running and gunning through this.
Is Boneyard anime?
No. Boneyard is a part of the map in Warzone.
Under people's streets look like Super Mario Brothers too.
Ah, okay, that's it.
Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. My shoulders, I feel it a little in my lower back, but I'm glad my lower back isn't as, I know I have injuries there, so I thought it was gonna be a lot worse, but I feel like I'm doing good, but I'm definitely feeling it.
You're doing great. You really are.
I wonder how it feels to do this a couple days, let alone 13, God.
Some days you feel it a lot more than others. Today, I feel my feet a lot.
Yeah. Do you feel your pinky toes?
They're numb, I can't feel them.
Maybe I'll get there. Couple more days of this, I'll be numb like you.
Nice.
Look at all these windmills. There's like a million of these windmills. I forget like at the end of your journey, you're doing all this obviously for a good cause, but in the moment, you're just walking and you're in pain, right? So it's gotta be a great release to get back to camp, light a fire, Chef Stiff hands you a meal. It's you feel it so much more after all of this effort.
Yeah, and it's been so fun having people on the Ruck. Brennan, Jordan, Larrick, Gage, you.
Gary.
And it makes the days go by fast, but every day we clip about 7% off.
And you're probably trucking when it's just you and Jerry Bear.
Yeah, no, there's some days where we're struggling too.
Well, plus you have more weight when somebody else isn't there.
When it's just us, it's hard, but
yeah. What is it? 25 exact? What's the exact number?
At least 26 a piece. But when it's just us two, it ends up about 30 a piece. But
my goodness.
But we're feeling good, man. And to your point, we're doing it for a great cause.
Yep.
The messages I've gotten from researchers, from doctors, just from parents has been overwhelming. It's been super cool.
I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you, brother.
I'm excited to see donations coming in and also just people learning about it. Like I never heard about CTD until you.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah, that's, I think the awareness piece, the qualitative side of it is tough to measure. And I think more and more people are becoming aware of it, more and more people are talking about it, which is just awesome, because that means we can help more families.
Yeah, and I had heart surgery when I was a baby, and I was born with a congenital heart disease, Epstein's anomaly. But it's not like, it's rare, but it's not like a rare disease, like 1 in every X amount have it. CTD, it's like under 1,000, like that's a super rare disease, and so I would never hear about it if I hadn't met you. I think a lot of people wouldn't, and so raising awareness and getting people involved in the cause by doing something like this that gets their attention is a great way to spread that knowledge.
Yeah, and the cool thing is it's hard, it sucks, but it's also fun. And again, I think that's just a good reminder to being a rare disease parent or a special needs parent, it's a different life. It can be hard, but it can be awesome. So that's
I see it with you, like with Jen and the caretaker. They're just all so good in like when I see it in person, I know it when I talk on the phone with you as your buddy, but then when you see it in person, it's like, oh, this is a lot of work. It takes a lot of patience.
Yeah.
And it's just impressive, honestly.
Cool, man. Well, let's get rocking.
Let's get some miles. Mile 14.
Let's go.
But it really is. Oh my God. All right. Let's go. Jeez. Oh yeah.
There's the adults. There's the children.
Yeah, but you're strong for an old man.
I think
I saw you with your shirt off when we were in the reunion, and I remember I was like, damn, you've been hitting. You were like, I haven't seen my trainer. I'm watching the last episode of Ruck for Rare because we got a bunch of hours to chit chat.
Got a pothole front.
I feel like we're that movie with George Clooney, 3 Prisoners, Three's Company or whatever.
One of my, when I look at TikTok, when I look at YouTube, a ton of my comments are about you, and I want to learn more about Patrick. What's going on with Patrick? So, you're the ultimate strategist, fingers of speculation. What would be the ultimate type of challenge that you would love to do if it was outside of Beast Games? It could be within Beast, or it could be within another kind of family of kind of shows or challenges.
Survivor,
Okay.
for sure, number 1. Amazing Race, number 2. This might sound a bit odd, but I think Family Feud would be kind of fun with my family and then my cousin's family.
Dude.
I think that'd be kind of fun.
Family Feud with you, your dad, and your sister.
That'd be so good. Great television.
Would you be the main, would you be the captain?
Oh, I'd probably suck. No, Charlotte or no, I would not be the captain. Not in that game. And Survivor, absolutely. Amazing Race, maybe. It's my travels around the world, but Family Feud, no, I'm not taking the lead on that.
That would be hysterical. I got a buddy who was on Family Feud.
Really?
Yeah. So, looking at Beast challenges, they just released the kind of the 100 people in 100 circles.
Right.
They've also done kind of 100 days in a bunker. Like, what would be your ideal type of challenge?
I want to do the longest challenge in history in the U.S. 6 months.
Okay. Do you know what the
1
record
year.
is now?
Under 6 months.
Okay. So 6 months to 1 year, like, is this something that's solo or?
Well, currently, there is a potential 6 month to potential 1 year video being shot right now.
No way.
That Jimmy talked about in a podcast.
No way.
But I think that it's not going to be a year. So if I can, as long as I beat whatever that person does on that challenge, I'll be good.
Well,
And I don't want to get, the goal is, I just want to get my dad a house. I don't get any money out of it. I don't get anything. Just me and my buddy growing up, Trevor, we watched our parents struggle through a lot of stuff, and he wants to help his mom pay off her mortgage. I want to help my dad get a home. And so the way to do that, is I go do some crazy challenge that nobody else will do because A, they're not willing, B, they're not crazy enough to do it, or C, they don't have the time and resources. So I've worked really hard to try to get in a position to do that.
So think about this. You and I talk on the phone a lot.
Oh yeah.
You talk to other people on the phone a lot. Do you really think you could go? Like, how hard would it be for you to not talk to anybody for over 6 months?
Well, if they give me a pen and pad, I'll be fine. If they don't give me a pen and pad, I'm gonna need a long book series.
Okay.
But I've thought about this. If they give me something like that has some kind of residue, I can use that like charcoal or chalk. As long as I have the ability to write, I'm fine.
Well, I'll be honest. I would love to see you on, whether it's Family Feud, Amazing Race, Survivor, but a long challenge sounds awesome. And I would. I hope.
One day.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
How do you show you care? You ruck for rare. I did not hear 19 in my headphones, but we will check the exact mileage when we get back to camp. No.
Awesome.
Day is done.
Dude.
Day is done.
Great job. Thanks for that first day. I appreciate it, gentlemen.
Will you come hang out and do donations with us?
Please.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. Let's read.
Let's go.
Pitter patter.
Let's get at it.
Let's get it.
Pitter patter. Pitter patter. Oh, I thought you were going to say it. Pitter patter. Let's get at her.
Skedatter. Okay, well, we had a day. We had a day.
We did have a day.
Let's just call it a day.
We
had a
did.
day.
Patrick almost got a tree branch stuck through his foot, but he survived. It was long. It was a different day.
Daylight savings, and then we had the extra hour to push in the evening, which typically we're leaving at the same time we left today, but we had the extra hour of light. But it was hot and flat and cars and it's a lot.
And breaks, yeah. But we did have some generous folks out there, so we'll go straight to the donations. Carlos Rodriguez Santiago. He and I were DMing. Great guy. Hey, Jeff and team, wishing you all safe, healthy travels on your Ruck for Rare. I'm inspired by your mission, and I hope this donation helps get you one step closer to a cure. Best, Carlos, 10831. Awesome, Carlos.
Carlos, you're awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I'll save that one for last. Slade366, shout out
name?
Slade366.
Like the Teen Titans villain. SLADE.
I'm glad you're here.
Here to help.
Shout out to Jennifer holding down the fort. I agree, Slade. Thank you so much.
Yep.
She is holding down the fort, and I want to get home soon in time for her birthday. Nolaire Deneb, thank you for the donation. If I mispronounced your name, I apologize. It's all lowercase in one word. You want to try? You want to try your shot at this one?
Neller Deneb.
Neller Deneb. Wow. Hey, an anonymous $831.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Jeremy, they love you.
Congrats, man, and good luck.
Sweet.
Oh.
And another anonymous $52 for carrying the weight of Lucas. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
An anonymous $25.
Ooh, let's go.
We have another $108.31. Do you think that one is for you?
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. The 31 is probably just a coincidence.
The right guy definitely won season 1 of Beast Games. Love watching your journey and wish you nothing but the best for your son, for your family, and your son Lucas. Jeremy is awesome for joining you. I'm Columbus born and raised, so we have something in common. Hey Luke, I see your handle here. You're going to get a video. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Owen Allen, a.k.a. the best last name. Jeff, I'm 14 and from Minnesota. Your journey's been incredible and led me to donate out of the kindness of my heart.
Oh, man.
Owen, thanks, man. That is so cool.
Way to be.
Hope you find a cure for Lucas and all the other people with CTD. That's the dream, my man. Owen, you hit it on the head. That was awesome. We have Kyler Brisky, 1822. I like that number.
Me too.
We got two more. This one, $832.
Oh.
It's crazy.
It says 831 plus 1 to beat that Mary Allen character. And that's from AA and UG.
Huh.
AA and UG. I got to figure out who that is. I should know.
Oh.
They just out-donated your mama.
Yeah. And last but not least, the final one of the day. It's $9.30.
Oh.
It's from Patrick's Secret Admirer.
Are you joking? Does it actually say that?
It does.
Oh, God.
Lovski from Patrick's Secret Admirer. Clue. Rhymes with Paco selfie.
Oh, that's pretty. Okay.
That's pretty clever.
Hey, we see you.
Hey.
That's funny.
Oh, now I got it.
Yeah.
Took me a second.
Lovskis.
Wow.
Patrick,
Thank
930. Hey, congratulations, Patrick.
Thank you.
You made the donation board. Awesome day. I know we didn't post a ton today, but we have a total sum. You want to guess, Patrick? Wait, did you watch yesterday's video? Do you know where we were?
Yeah, I just finished it. I don't remember the exact. I think it was around 108, if I'm not mistaken, or 112.
You're
what was it?
You're definitely mistaken.
Well, this is why I do the sleuthing and you do the numbers. What were we at?
We were at 114, 562.
114 and 112 were pretty close. I was all
you
right.
said 108.
And then I said 112. That was close.
We're both wrong.
That's close though. It's in the ballpark.
So what's your guess?
116.50. No, sorry, 117.50.
Oh, I like that. Well, let's go 116.775.
Well, Jeremy was closer. 116, 601.25. You win a new car. That's awesome. And so, Miles, going into today, we did 19 yesterday, so we were at 231.
I know we had to get a good mile day to make up for yesterday in the treasure hunt, which was fun, and it was worth the time. And I dragged us down yesterday. I think Gage had more in him. You guys were ahead. I was slowing us down.
Yeah.
But today we were really trying to beat Gage's miles, and it was a little disappointing to not be able to get more and just to have to get 22.6.
22.6! We got 22.6!
Wait, you guys were lying to me?
Yeah!
They tricked me. Oh my gosh.
Ruck for air.
Oh my god.
Ruck for rare.
Wait a second. You guys.
It's Ruck for rare. Don't listen to him.
So they beat me. Wow.